Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Um, Hope everyone is doing well today. We are going to be doing a weekend love check-in. So we are going to do by element. Um, so she said we are going to be using the Romance Angels. And then we are going to also be using the Sacred Traveler deck. So we will be and then we will do some viewer questions. So we are going to begin with water signs because we are in Pisces. So she said we are going to begin there. See if I can get my lighting a little different. We're gonna see about the hi, positive energy. How are you? Happy Friday to you. So you said change the lights around. So we are she said right there. So that's the ones we're gonna leave on. So for today, we hope you're having a good day, positive energy. She said we're gonna start with the water signs. We are just doing a love check-in for the weekend. So she feels like it is a great weekend for love. So we'll see. So we are going to start with the water signs. So yes, it's growing more every day, it seems. So we're really happy with that. Working towards getting monetized and then just keep going because ultimately we're just here to spread Celia's message of, that message of self-love. It's funny. I was talking to Dave. Well, I was meditating and then Celia told me, so I was telling Dave that my sun sign is basically really who I am. And I'm a Taurus, so I'm definitely in that energy of that. My moon sign is kind of where my ego is. And my moon is Leo, and it's in the 8th house. And in that, if I wear my, my heart on my sleeve, and if my feelings get hurt, like I can do that Scorpio kind of energy of, yeah. So I do that Leo and I roar when my feelings get hurt. So I've really been working on that. So and it's a continued daily effort. And then my rising sign, that's my Celia side. So take a look at that for you because like that I'm Sag for my rising and that like really really is like so Celia energy. And we were even talking with Dave because like he's a Gemini energy and his moon is Capricorn. And like literally Celia had me get this deck out because and she said we're going to use it today. It's the vice versa deck. Like there's images on both sides. It's kind of like the before and the after. So or and so like in that deck the Lovers card and the Devil's card, the people are the same, but one it's the sun and Archangel Michael there, or it is on the Devil card, obviously the devil, but the same two people kind of together. So it's like, and that's Dave's moon. Well, his rising is Libra, which is for him to try to find the balance between those two, and it's definitely Dave likes to. We joke that he picks up either the happy end of the stick or the end of the stick that's got the 14-foot flame. But he's doing better. So and we're gonna keep hoping for more of that. So water signs. Actually, Celia says this is for everyone. The traveling lightly card. I know you're protected by angels. So sometimes we think we have to do a lot to protect ourselves, and sometimes you got to realize that you are wearing the armor of your source. So somebody needed that message. So somebody that's like trying to like is really being overprotective about themselves and doing something. Just know, put on your armor. You have, that armor right there. You are protected. So, okay. So now she said, get a drink. So this must be a long-winded message. So we're going to start with water signs. What do water signs need to know for this weekend? So we are doing just a love check-in for water signs. We're going to do all the elements. This can be your sun, moon, rising, or your Venus. So, just take what resonates. Please leave the rest. It's not going to fit for every person for the whole reading. Sometimes it's just one line. And if it's just that one line, take it. And if your sun sign doesn't resonate, please check out your moon or your rising sign. And water signs, you get the card of answering the call. So the time is now. And the bottom of the deck is reaching your destination. And then we're going to get a romance angels card. What is that one? True love. So as you answer the call, water signs, it seems like your true love's coming in, and the bottom of the deck is very soon on that. So wonderful. She said we are using the vice versa tarot today, and we're just going to pull a 6-card spread for 2 for past, 2 for present, 2 for future, and go from there. So we're just going to cut the deck in half, and then 2 for past, 2 for present, 2 for future. So the past energy is the Judgment card with the Empress card. So that's pretty good energy for the past. Present energy is the Temperance card and the 5 of Cups. So we feel like in the past, maybe sometimes if your desire is stronger than your belief, you can manifest. If you're in a good high vibration, you can really manifest through that really high vibration. And we feel like that happened. And then maybe there's been a little bit of a lull. Because, if you don't stay in that high vibration, sometimes we tend to, focus on that negative thing, which can really put us out of balance. And then the cards for the future is the Ace of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles, which for me, that 3 of Pentacles is that contract card of you working with another person. So we feel like there will be new action towards your person. For the water signs, we feel like the water signs are going to be really manifesting this water signs as you step into that, like, do you realize that every day, if you're with that person or not, you're to shine your light and be the highest vibration? That is the example you have come to do. That is the mission to decide not to be upset about these 3 cups. Things happen to us in our lives for a reason. We later find out those reasons. It's, sometimes things are hard and we're away from a person, but sometimes we're away from that person because we have a mission that we need to step into. But we feel like water signs in the future, you're definitely going to have some new action coming towards you. And then she said, we're going to pull just whatever wants to come out for guidance. So, and that first card that wanted to come out is that Hermit card. No, you are to be shining your light, water signs. And then I see, that 6 of Wands card, that victory. As you shine your light, water signs, it's really going to bring in that victory and end this cycle of separation for you. So know that you have all the power within you by just seeing it as a different perspective. And so you're saying answering the call, that it's really getting a loud knocking right now to do something different. A lot of new spiritual gifts are going to be opening up. And water signs, true love very soon. So that looks super good for the water signs. We're going to pick them up and we're going to move on. She said that's the only specific order we were going in. So whichever element gets typed next is the one we're going to do next. We can do air, fire, or earth. What would you guys like next? She's like, pretty good. She's like, what do you want next? We're oh, Jenny, the water. Yeah, that was a good one for the water. The true love and the very soon. Okay, we're doing fire next. But yeah, so no, as you step in, are you answering the call, Jenny? What spiritual practices do you do? What are your psychic gifts? What what healing modalities have you learned? What are you working on? Celia says. So we are now moving on to fire signs. And this is just a check-in for love for the weekend. So what do the fire signs need to know? And fire signs, your card is choose your path. All is possible. And the bottom of the deck is desert passage. And, sometimes we feel like we don't know which way's next, but it looks like, right now it's saying you can pick your path. What would you like? How would you like, how would you like your love life to change in the next, she's saying couple of weeks, what would you like to change? How would you like this person to step forward towards you? And then you get the card forgiving and learning from the romance angels. And that is, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. And the bottom of the deck is flirt. So, fire signs, we feel like this is definitely saying, are you ready to take a little action? We feel like you've maybe not been around your person recently, but as you do this forgiving and learning, maybe you're going to see it from a different perspective and take a lighter approach. Like, if you've been in separation from your person and they come back and you're like a very negative person towards them, they're not going to want to step towards you. Honestly, they're going to want that lighthearted energy, and it's going to be lighthearted because you see that there is a reason and that there is a higher perspective of that. And as you see it from that other perspective, when they come back and you're like this, this happy, fun person, that they're like, wow, that's the person. That's the person I met, that's the person I fell in love with. That's the person who was so irresistible to me, because you were in that happy vibration. Because that's when we meet that other person, when we're in that good vibration and they're in that good vibration. And sometimes we stay in that vibration and we can stay with that person. And sometimes we are in such separate vibrations that the desire was just so strong that it brought you together, but that the energy's not matching to keep you together. So we feel like you have to just take a different perspective, fire signs. Which Celia says you guys are, really all about the action. So not really that. She said you guys like the action. So fire signs, for the past energy, you get the 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So we feel like your energy was very balanced and you brought in your person. And then the current energy is the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. And we feel like that's saying, you dropped out of that vibration and your spiritual path came a knocking. And the energy's just not matching up right now. But no, as you work on your spiritual path and realize that you have that fire within you to change everything so quickly. Like, so it's like you could change it so quickly by just seeing it from a different perspective, knowing this time away from that person is for you to bloom into the magnificent person you're supposed to shine your light to be. The cards for the outcome are the Sun card and the King of Pentacles. So, that's pretty strong energy for, the outcome. So that looks like really good future energy for fire signs as you take this action of forgiving and learning, and choose that as, I don't have to just boldly. Sometimes, that fire energy is really passionate and really rushing in. And you know what? I see the fire in there, but you know what? You have to find that calm place too. You have to find the balance and know that everything's working out, because then the card on the bottom of the deck is the Moon card. So as you see that shadow, see that different perspective, and then there's the Queen of Cups, as you see that perspective, that energy is so easily gonna line up. Like she says, we're also going to get one of these for guidance. And the fire signs, you get the Three of Swords and the Hangman, which is about seeing that higher perspective. Take a moment, see the higher perspective, see that this separation from your person isn't for you to have pain, it's for you to have growth. It's really about taking the time to step into your power and really harness your power. Are you doing that every day? Are you meditating? Are you trying to see everything from the highest perspective? Are you being in this high vibration? Because as you get in that high vibration, look what's coming right there, the Sun and the King of Pentacles. Like, as you elevate yourself to that vibration. So we think that's really good. And fire signs, she's like, that was a lot of very fiery, passionate energy. There was a lot flowing through me. So like, there's a lot of passion you have with this person that is going to come in at the right time. Honestly, everything happens in the right time. Like in the right time. Like in the right time. Everything is in the right time. Pick them up and take a drink and get ready for the next one. So we have done water and we have done fire. So we are going to do, I see positive energy, put the air is next. Are you air positive energy? So he says, what are you? She's like, what are you? We hope everyone is having a good day or night wherever you are. Oh, you're air. Okay. Oh, so, okay, we have to ask what's your moon and what's your rising. Or you don't know. We were talking about that because you don't have your birth time. Well, you could probably know your moon because you can look at the moon chart and see where the moon was on that day, unless it was like transiting. And if you don't know your moon, tell me. I have a book. I can go look I have the chart. You don't know. Okay. We're gonna do that in a minute. So for air signs, we get discovering truth. You stand in the light of the truth. And then the bottom of the deck is rejuvenating rain, clear the past to heal the present. Always good advice. So be by some water would be really good. We think maybe you're going to maybe see things differently. And we feel like you're going to let something go. We feel like you're going to get a new perspective on it. We feel like maybe by some other people. Like this person, there's other people there, but this person's kind of minding their own. But we feel like maybe you're going to overhear, like she's like, you're going to overhear a truth. That's going to maybe help really clear some past energy for you. Maybe something that you didn't understand what, maybe a while ago, like in the past with somebody else, you're going to overhear something and then you get the heart-to-heart conversation, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And then the bottom of the deck is pay attention to the red flags, which that I feel like maybe you're going to find, maybe that's the truth you're going to discover about something that you had thought, and then you had an inclination, then it was kind of soothed over maybe, but you're going to find out that you were actually right about it through overhearing somebody else randomly talk about something. That's a specific message for some air signs. So air sign, be aware of not beware, but be aware of other conversations that are happening around you. Sometimes we pick up on things unknowingly, and sometimes the universe puts you in the right place at the right time to hear a certain little message. So, like if you happen to click on and we're talking about your sign, and that's like, oh, hold on. So it's like the universe puts everything there for a reason. So, I feel like you're going to find out a truth, and then maybe have that conversation with somebody. Or maybe hear a truth and then have that conversation. So, or she says, even for more collective energy, as you have that heart to heart conversation, and you know what, you can have that heart to heart conversation with that person in the 5D. You can ask your higher self to talk to their higher self, and or you can reach out. We're going to get a couple cards and see. It just says you're going to overhear something that you're going to want to talk about. But I do see something about the red flags, but it's something you're going to have to maybe talk about. Maybe something that you had suspicion about, that somebody kind of eased your thought about it, but maybe, maybe you're right. I used to have this little thing where I would know somebody was going to lie to me. And I would always try to be the person to always give the benefit of the doubt. And when I would do that, and then it would come back, and that situation would be like, and I was like, I knew. I knew. So eventually now, like my meters going off now when it's like, so something like that. You had a little red flag about something, and then now you're going to find out you were right. Either by overhearing it, or actually or even by talking to somebody. But for somebody specific, they're going to overhear that message. So the cards for the past are the Four of Pentacles and the Fool, which can be like somebody being very carefree and reckless, and not really being committed at all, kind of holding their energy back from you. And kind of, sometimes when you meet somebody brand new, they can really put a face on to who they are. But that doesn't actually mean that's who they really are. That's just who the face they're putting on to you. So just maybe that was that in the past, and maybe you had a little, maybe this person's, not as good as they appear to be. So maybe you had that feeling. And the current energy is the Strength card and the Ten of Wands, or the King of Wands. Not sure why I felt the Ten of Wands with him. I feel like maybe a burden is going to really be lifted when you find out this truth. I feel like it's really, maybe they have a toxic trait or a toxic habit, or they're just afraid to maybe tell you really something about who they are. And I feel like you're going to be really understanding because, like, this side of the cards, that's why she said I felt the 10 of Wands. Because looking at that chair, like, that's a heavy burden. And, like, we feel like you're going to be taming that beast. So we feel like that is the current energy that with that honesty, you're going to be much more caring, and open-minded would benefit you greatly to be a little bit understanding. Everybody has a different path. Everybody has a different struggle. So, and the outcome cards are the 9 of Cups and the 5 of Wands, which, that 5 of Wands is, that looks a little fiery. So sometimes with that, it doesn't always, she's like, sometimes it's more about the things. So if there's a little fiery discussion, ask your higher self to step in and ask your ego to step aside. Because in this card, I feel like she's coming from that higher place. So if you hear something from somebody, air signs, if you hear something from somebody and it takes you by surprise, or it's not who you really thought that person was, come from a higher place. Say, I ask my ego to step aside. I ask my higher self to have this conversation, and really come at it from that place. And it won't be such an explosive conversation. It can turn into something very, maybe very passionate. You know how sometimes you can have a conversation and it can start out one way and then it can turn very quickly, from an argument to a passionate situation. So just know that you have that ability because there's the sun on the bottom of the deck there, for you air signs. And then she said we're also going to get one of the Rider-Waite cards. It seems that's what she's wanted to use tonight. So we are doing that. And the double sun, and you get the Page of Pentacles, which is that messenger. So that looks super good for you air signs. Be open to the message that's coming, even if it's something that's small. Be open, because truly in the end it's really going to lead you to, like, happy. Like, she's like, that's the happiest card in the deck, and you're getting it back to back air signs. So know that your happiness is coming. She's like, it's right there at your fingertips. So try to be a little more sensitive, a little more really, like, of that nurturing energy. Sometimes, people have a big struggle, and sometimes they're afraid to tell you who, of something that's happened or gone on. But we want you to really see, is like, take that higher perspective and see where it's going to go. See where it's going to go. Be really, open-minded. Because she's like the sun twice. You can't beat that. She said not even with a stick. So we are going to move on to earth signs. Okay. This is a weekend love reading for earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So sun, moon, rising, or Venus, please just take what resonates and leave the rest. It can be one liner, the entire reading. Actually, it's so far all of the signs have been really good. I mean, on the outcome cards at the end, everyone's had a really good reading. We are excited. We will post the individual signs tomorrow, maybe for in the morning. So just because those were such really, maybe even tonight, she said. So maybe tonight. And earth signs, you get the card Great Adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. And the bottom of the deck is staying focused. Hold the course. So earth signs, keep doing what you're doing. And know this, this is a great voyage we are all on. Yeah, she had me put my love shirt on and put my malachite on, and she wanted the green lights, which are all about the love. So we felt like it was like, she's like, we're doing love reading. So we knew it was like, she's like, it's a good love weekend. Like, so just know, you take action. You chase your dreams. They're not going to come knocking at your door. You're going to have to take some action forward. I posted that on my Facebook yesterday. You have to go chase your dreams. So know that whatever you want, and for some reason we're talking about that with the earth signs. So earth signs, take that risk. What do you want? So what do you want in love? Put it out there. And we were going to do she said 2 for past, 2 for present, 2 for future. We're going to start with the magician and the high priestess for the past energy. So we feel like earth signs, you've really been being very connected, maybe definitely gaining that knowledge on that manifestation. So we are really liking that energy for the earth signs. The current energy is the 2 of wands with the 4 of swords. So we feel like you have been taking some time figuring out, earth signs, what do you want? Maybe doing some meditation and really doing, even she's saying visualization, maybe even like a earth signs. Are you doing like a vision board? Are you working, on manifesting what you want? Because we feel like you've done a lot of work and you're like now at the point where you're ready to manifest it all coming in. Are you ready to do that, earth signs? Because the outcome is the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. So are you ready to put the burden down and move into the stability you truly seek with your person? Are you ready to stop carrying that heavy burden? In the bottom of the deck is the 4 of Wands, which is the twin flame card. Are you ready to step in? Earth signs, you've definitely been figuring out how to make it all work together. You put the time in. You're doing the meditation. You are doing the work. Are you ready to reap your reward? Are you ready? Are you ready for your person to come back? Are you ready for that happy home? Are you ready? Because as you figure out how to manifest by being balanced in this energy, because with the high priestess and the magician, I feel like that's very balanced between that masculine and feminine energy, both of that highest thing, that way of knowing that you manifest through your connection. And so you see, that's really, you do that, through your feminine energy, you can manifest so greatly. Okay. And we are getting a cards for guidance. We get the King of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So we feel like your person will be making contact. Because that person from the past that's coming back, because they are part of your path. So we feel like the earth sign reading could be a twin flame reading. The card under that is the Chariot. She's like, that is forward movement towards, and she said the Hierophant, and then the next card there is the Magician, because you have manifest the Emperor, because you have manifested. And she said we haven't really got into that deck, but apparently we were doing that for earth signs. You have manifested your person. We feel like this is twin flame. So no, this is part of your, this is definitely part of your path, part of your great adventure. So boldly go and know that if that person's not with you today, they are coming. Like that is such saying, that is coming. You have that marriage contract. You have that divine contract with that person to raise the vibration of the planet. So know that when you're on that twin flame mission, that is such a divine mission. Like you have to, like she said, look, there's that Lover's card. No, you have to be ready to shine your light and really step into your full healing. So as you're ready to manifest your twin flame, are you ready to step fully into mission? Are you ready to do that? Because when you come together, mission is on. Like, go. Like, are you ready? So So that was like super good for all the signs. We're really, really loving the message. It's definitely a love. She said it was all about the love today. And now we are going to get into some free reading. So positive energy. Can we do you have a question? Can we start with you? Celia says. Yes, everybody got a hi Becca. How are you? Yesterday when I got on my Facebook, I saw where you had posted about International Women's Day. So happy belated International Women's Day. So yes, it was super good. We loved that. It was like, so that she said that is sun, moon, rising, or your Venus. So we are getting for positive energy for next week. She said you're going to like that one. So the first one is reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. And then you get the Rainbow Blessings card, which is blessings are showering into your life. And then you get Breaking Trail. A breakthrough is at hand. And the bottom of the deck is surrendering to the journey. So are you surrendering to the journey? She's like, yeah, she's like, are you surrendering? Like, tell it, like, say, put me where I'm supposed to be. I'm ready for the next step. Like, declare it, like, say, I am ready. I am ready for my next step. I am ready to receive my rainbow blessings. Like, ask, it's ready to come in. Like, as soon as you believe you deserve it. Do you believe you deserve it? Yes, like, do you believe that you deserve all the great that's coming for you? Yeah, she said, do you believe all the great that's coming for you? We are really happy because the cards that came out are the Eight of Pentacles, which is that card of your work, also that day-to-day work of putting in the stuff and doing the work. And you get that with the card of the Ace of Cups, which is a brand new opportunity, a gift from the universe. So what do you want? Know that it's coming. She's like, how much more can we say it's coming? The stability is coming. The Justice card, the Strength card, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Like, you have to have the trust that you have manifested this. And that the universe is putting you right where you're supposed to be for this. So know that it's coming. Like the outcome, like Ten of Wands, let go of those thoughts. Change your thoughts. Thank the universe. Say thank you for the gift you're bringing me. Say that all day long. Thank you for the gift you're bringing me. Thank you. Like, be grateful, be appreciative, be thankful. Know it's coming. Talk it here. Like, say, I am so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you for the stability it's bringing to my life. I'm so happy I have such good stability now. Yes. Like, those are like super like. She's like, do you really have a question after that? Yes. Like, literally. Thank you for the gifts that are showering into my life, because that rainbow blessings is about like stuff showering into you. Like, so say it, I am grateful for the things that are going to be showering into my life. Yes. Super duper duper cards. And she said, that's because you deserve it. You deserve it. So, yeah, it seems like really, she's like really good energy today. Like she's like, psh, like, um, yes, that gratitude is like one of the keys. And she said, the other key is the Chiron. She had me put that up there. So, but yeah, that gratitude thing. And you know what? Some people, it's harder than other people. It doesn't necessarily have to be hard. And you know what? You're at the very beginning, and as things like you go, you get little breadcrumbs along the way. And as you get those breadcrumbs, just listen and follow. Like when you find something that you're interested in, like if we talk about a topic and you're interested in it, Google it, do a little research on it. Is that something you would like to try? So, I mean, and then the universe will have a way to give it to you. Like, I'm interested in craniosacral therapy because I'm a physical therapy assistant. So, I was interested in learning about it and taking the course on it. And I wanted it done, and we tried to reach out and get it done, but we couldn't do it. It just never lined up. And then Dave and I were out in Sedona, and he set us up for a massage, and my massage therapist was touching me. Like on the way back, Celia's like, she's got magic hands. So I told her, I said, oh, I hear you got magic hands. And she just kind of giggled, and we kept going. And then as we're doing it, I said, do you do any kind of energy work? Because I feel such power in your hands. And she's like, oh, I'm a Reiki master. And then and then we're talking, and she's like, oh, yeah, and I do craniosacral. And I was like, oh, I really wanted to try that. I haven't done it yet, but I'm very interested. I want to actually, I want to go to Upledger in Florida and take the courses on it. So, which she definitely recommended I do. So, but like, it was like the best experience. Like, it was so much fun. But it was a great, great experience. But so I got Reiki, I got my massage, and I got some cranial sacral because I wanted it. I didn't have to pay extra. It literally all got included in our massage, like because they had that skills to do it, and we had the interest. So I hadn't said nothing about it. We hadn't talked really about it, but I had told the universe, I'm interested in it. I would like to have, I would like to have a treatment. I would like to, do it. So when I didn't have any resistance of the how, it like worked out really easily. And like everything else can work out that way, just as you let go of your resistance. So, hi, Rhonda. How are you? Hi, Luna Ray. How are you? Yeah, but like literally, and I was listening to an Abraham a while ago, and she was like, you don't have to go back and change the energy. You just have to change your belief and move into that direction now, like forward. Like you can't go back and beat yourself up about whatever happened before. All you can say is, okay, from this point forward, this is where I want to focus my energy, and if you're not sure where your energy is with something, look around how things are manifesting around that topic. So, Miss Becca, do you have a question? And I'm going to go crack my window a little bit more. Apparently my mom wants me to hear her more. So, I'm obliging. I looked at that and I thought the lid was on. So, the energy is strong today. Yes, they're right here. She said yes. Becca, are you going to make a deck of cards? Yeah. Are you doing a deck of cards? We would love, when you're finished, we would like to purchase one. Yeah. So he's like, something about a deck, you and a deck. So do you sell them? Do you sell them? And you get the cards getting to know each other and love yourself first. And then calling in your soulmate. So yeah. We would like to purchase as soon as you start selling them, we'll purchase deck 1. How about that? Yes. You are. This love yourself first. Like the more you can like spend on loving, you're dating for marriage, right? Okay, say I'm dating to be in a committed relationship. I'm dating for commitment. I mean, literally, I told one person that. And it was somebody that didn't want to hear. But it was the right thing. So, she said we're going to pull you a couple cards. You get the Strength card, the Justice card, and the King of Wands and the Ace of Cups. She said you've done the hard part. Like, she's like, you've done the hard part. Like, yes, it did. Like, that's why I told him too, because I was like done with it. I'm like, I'm tired of this game. Like, I knew what I wanted, what I deserved. So I'm like I said, I had enough time of I dated enough to know what I didn't want. And truly I knew what I didn't want anymore. So that's why I was like, I'm dating for marriage. So I knew that was not something he was interested in. So like that literal one statement was like me also telling the universe, I know what I want and I know my worth. And like you've done like the work. She's like, here's the gift. Like I feel like fire sign. Somebody very strong energetically that can match your magic. So yeah, somebody that's gonna match you. She's like somebody that's gonna be like an equal to you. Because this feels very balanced. Like that's a marriage contract. That's or a contract. Of she said that's a contract. And that's something very balanced. And there's a lot of clarity with that. So I feel like that's like a lot of truth and like yes, like that was my thing. I wanted, somebody that would meditate with me. Earlier, you know what I did for Dave? He needed a break. I'm like, go lay down. So I went and played the bowls for him because he did that for me so much, that did so much for me. So, like, we're really compatible in that. Like, I wanted somebody that's on the spiritual path. And I feel like, Becca, your person is definitely on the spiritual path. And you're calling him in. And when he comes in, make sure you're just fun and playful. Like, be playful. She's like, no, like, she's like that. You have been doing the work. Hey Alex, how are you doing this evening? And Becca, she said, look, there's that lover's card right there. And the 3 of Wands was under that. So you're that wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. Jenny, can we get you? Jenny, did we get you? I'm good. The energy is just strong. Hi, Kimon. How are you? Yeah, like all the readings tonight have been like so good. So yeah. Oh, it's raining there. It's not raining here right now, but we feel like soon. My email is in the description box below all my things. It's also on my channel. It's the Empress and the Sun Tarot at Gmail. We feel like there's such, she said, love and passion in them. So we're really excited to see them. Like, she feels like you're so passionate about them. Oh, more snow tomorrow. Yes, Jenny, can we get you yeah, we were going to come on earlier and Celia just kept pushing it back and she wanted us to, I guess, spend some time with Dave. So we did. Christopher's real feelings towards Jenny. Jenny, you get the attraction card. The bottom of the deck is chemistry. And then you get true love, free yourself, and children. Your love life is being affected by your children. And a lot of times when I get this card, I feel like sometimes that's like, if you don't specifically have children, it could be like inner child. And I say that because there's that free yourself card. So we feel like that there's definitely some attraction here, chemistry here, but there's some energy that you need to free yourself from we feel like maybe from your childhood. Jenny, do you know where your Chiron is? We are teaching a class on March 20th. Chiron is, that key symbol on your birth chart. My guide Celia says it is the thing we're here to heal. So we are doing a class on it. So sometimes that Chiron gives you a good place to start. Because we all have individual Chiron as well as collective Chiron. Jenny, how would you like this relationship to go? Because there's the Queen of Swords and there's the Chariot. And sometimes that Queen of Swords wants to be single, but you know what? Sometimes she's really clear on what she wants to go forward. And we feel like you want something a little more reciprocal than maybe you've had in the past. And whatever that is, you're holding on to. Jenny, I would look in your in any of your, like, what part of your life are you holding back on? Do you have lack in? Sometimes yes, there's like true love and attraction and chemistry here. We just feel like there's some energy here that's kind of that needs to be healed, that you need to free yourself from. But definitely we'll feel like as you gain that clarity, you're gonna like move forward with that person to something much more reciprocal. But there's just something that's really that you're kind of holding on to, that's kind of holding you back. Something from your childhood. What kind of pattern do you have from your childhood that keeps being repeated? Let it be in love or money. Where you have an energy being repeated. Yeah. Why? What happened at an early age that triggered that? Normally, it's tied to some kind of abandonment. But we feel like it's the true love card was there and the chemistry and the attraction. But we feel like there's definitely, there were no like red flag cards there at all. Like, but I feel like you have to look at that. Yeah, you have to look at that. Like, it's a karma time. Like, Saturn just moved into Pisces, and Saturn is about your karma. So, Jenny, how are you? About 30? Are you like 28 to 30? Because about 28 to 30, you have your Saturn return. It's like a 30-ish year cycle. So sometimes you start having a Saturn return, which is definitely about your karma, and it's a great time to heal it. The energy looked really good. Like, it looked... Oh, yeah. You're having a Saturn return. It's really going to be a good time for you to work on your karma. So I would look at like your family patterns with like love and money. Like your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your extended family, and kind of look at where the family patterns are and see what you kind of got to heal. And like you can look at where Saturn is in your birth chart, which house it's in, and that will tell you some other clues on where it's really going to affect you. So anyway, Miss Rhonda, are you still around? Celia says, and Jenny, the card that came out is the Wise Leader card. So know that as you heal that that wound, you're going to really be able to help other people. Yeah. And Jenny, honestly, you want to know what? Right now, Chiron is in Aries, which we're doing the class on Chiron. But Chiron is in Aries, and we have collective energy, and collectively, Chiron. Chiron is about the wound of self. I did a little video. It's on if you go to my page, it's a little video that'll play. There's a few little things about Chiron. But like Chiron is in Aries right now, and that's, part of our class we're doing. Your sun is Cancer. Where's your Chiron? Hi, Jocelyn. How are you doing? You have Pisces, even if like it's in one of the houses. So you might not have a planet in a sign, but you still have that sign is dominant over whichever area of your house. Oh, about the Aries. Oh, not a problem, Rhonda. Do you have a question? So you said, but like, yeah, I mean, we all have collective Chiron of wherever it is. That's like, when I'm going through my class, you're like, oh, well, I can kind of resonate with this and that too, because as you go through your life, Chiron moves, and as it moves, we collectively go through those experiences. Like right now, Chiron is the wound of self. So it's like this, the time of your self rediscovery. Those are the wounds that happened when you were young. Okay. Guidance about Rhonda's journey and anything she might not be aware of. Yes, it was very good for you, Jenny. Rhonda, you get the Traveling Lightly card. You get the First Light card, and you get the Fellow Travelers, and the bottom of the deck is Joy and Delight. So that means many other people on your path, on this path. Are you spreading your light? And I know, Rhonda, you said you were trying to get a job doing Lyft, and you know what? Doing that, everywhere you get to go, you get to spread your light. And as you get to talk to those people, you're going to have such great conversations. So it could be an interesting journey for you. So you're saying it can, but like make sure you're really like being like, because the next card's choosing your path. And then the next one is embracing enthusiasm. You get to choose how happy you're going to be. The only person that's in control of your happiness is you. And no, you're supposed to be out there shining your light, sharing your gift. Are you sharing your gift? She's like, are you sharing your gift? And then we're going to get a couple tarot, she said. And we get the Four of Wands, the Emperor, the Hierophant, and the Death card, and the Nine of Cups. With the Three of Cups on the bottom, which on this one is like, being offered, offering, offering up to the community. So you're saying as you begin offering up to that, everything's going to come together. Yes, like she's like Four Wands, you know what that is. Emperor, you know what that is. The Hierophant, do we need to say more? The Death card, transformation. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Like, when the energy changes, the happier you are, the faster the energy can change. Honestly. Yes, on the right track. I would keep going. Like, I feel like you're going to do the lifting. I think that'll be really good for you. And like you get the Fellow Travelers, which is with that, and you get Traveling Lightly, but Joy and Delight, like be happy, like shine your light. The happier you are and the higher you raise your vibration, the faster you can bring it in. Because honestly, it's not going to come in till you get happy. You don't want that shit to come in if you ain't happy. If you're not happy and that comes in, you want to know what's going to happen? I could throw the card off. That's what's going to happen. It's not going to work out. You have to be in that high vibration. Yes. Yes. You just have to be like, you just have to choose happy. Like, I could choose like Dave had me irritated. You know what I could do? Or last night I could choose. I could be happy or I could be mad at Dave. What did I want to pick? I'll tell you, I went to bed mad. Which didn't serve me, and I know that. And like Dave and I are just normal people too, and we have our stuff. So nobody please think that we are perfect and don't have our stuff, because we definitely do. And just because I channel Celia, don't mean she's with me 24/7 like I would like her to be. And she is if I'm happy. So the same with you. As you are happy and really offering. I was last night mad at Dave. I'm better today. But I'll just say I'm a Taurus, and I can be a little stubborn. So I got to choose that I want to be mad or not. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be no good to anybody. So I'm like, I'm just going to bed. So I chose, instead of making it any worse, I'm like, I'm just going to bed. And I went to bed. I took my butt right to bed. And it's great because I have the intention, when I put my head on the pillow, I go right to sleep. So when I went to bed, I went to sleep, because that is my general intention. That when my head hits the pillow, I go to sleep. So it's like my green grass. One of those blessings. Dave's always like, how do you just go to sleep so fast? And I'm like, that's my intention. Yeah, I can be really stubborn. The only thing is, when I am channeling Celia, she is my Sag energy, and that's much more, free flowing, temperance energy. So, when I'm flowing Celia, it's really good. But when Celia's not around, that Taurus like bull is like not good. Yes. But yeah, Rhonda, I would work on meditating and really work like, she's like, you got to work on meditating. You got to work on that vibration. You have to. No, every day is going to get better. Everything's going to work out. Like, those cards were all like, anybody here would take those cards, I'm sure. Honestly, the Four of Wands, the Emperor, just saying. Come on, we're going to get you next, Celia says. Oh yeah, Celia's definitely well, Dave was just, well, Kathy, actually, Celia just told me that today. She said, when, because me and Dave were talking that, we've named our egos, because we were watching something and it was like, do that. So it's kind of a humorous thing, kind of, we both have. So we've named our egos. And then my higher self is obviously Celia. So when it's just me, because Dave was talking, he said that I have the discernment that, because sometimes I'll tell him, I'll be like, my ego said whatever, or I can discern where the message I'm getting is coming from. If it's coming from my ego, or if it's coming from Celia, I'll be like, Celia says, or I'll be like, the other name says. I'm not saying it. So like, my sun sign is Taurus, so that's kind of me, and I'm like that stubborn. But like, my moon sign is Leo, and it's in the 8th house. And I'll just say, the Leo is, I kind of wear my emotions, my heart on my sleeve, so I can really, get my feelings hurt easily. And in that 8th house is that Scorpio energy, which can be, the Scorpio has that stinger. My daughter's a Scorpio sun, and they go right for the jugular. Like, if you make them mad, like, they have no mercy on a Scorpio like that. So sometimes when my feelings get hurt, I can kind of do that. So I'm working on being more that. And when I'm with Celia, she's my Sag energy, because the other two are very fixed. But like, Celia's like my Sag energy. She's the temperance. She's my balance. She's my, carefree, go with the flow kind of. When I'm like in that energy, Dave loves it, because I'm like, whatever you want, and I'm like the most easiest going. So take a look at yours. Are you look, do you feel like you really resonate with your sun sign? But hold on. That's a lot of water. See, I don't have a lot of water. I don't have a lot of planets in water. Let me say that. Because we all have all of the things in our chart. Sometimes you just don't have a planet in that sign. That doesn't mean you don't have that in your chart, because we have all the 12 things in our chart. It's just whatever house it's in. So, Miss Kamau, did you have a question? But yeah, I had never really thought of it that way. But Celia told me that today when I was meditating out in the hot tub, that You know, she is my Sag part of my personality. When I'm really in the flow and like in that energy, I'm really normally connected to her. So come on, what to expect the next week. Okay. We are seeing what Kimon needs to know for the next few weeks. Well, it looks pretty good, Kimon. I feel like you've been getting good readings lately. So you said you get the card of choosing your path because you actually can. The universe really does truly want to co-create with you. Like really, the universe does. Like if you like really tell the universe what you want, like if you say, I want this, like it's gonna really bring it to you to where you say, universe, bring me whatever, you think I deserve. Then the universe can kind of be very ironic. So he says, you get choosing your path and you get fellow travelers and you get joy and delight, which is happy, happy, be happy. Open your heart to joy and love. Open your heart to joy. And then grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So through being grateful, you're going to really, expand a lot. And we feel like if you, you're going to meet maybe a new person. She just said you're going to meet a new person. She didn't say, she said that's all she's saying. You're going to meet a new person. But honestly, if you're in that joy and delight and you meet a new person, it could be really, 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 really good. Because it's somebody that's you have a higher connection with. And aces for me are like a gift. Something, a connection like that. In the past, have you been in a connection that caused you maybe a lot of chaos, not knowing where you stand? Were you in something where you didn't know where you stand? Because we feel like this new person that you're going to meet is going to be such a higher connection. Yeah, totally different direction. Something much more, to the direction of where you want to go. Somewhere that's going to be, on the same level as you. Someone, be grateful for what's happening. And under that is the crossing bridges card, because you're about to go through huge transformation. Choose your path. Come on. Do you want to meet a new person? Say to the universe, I am ready for somebody that is that next level of commitment for me. Tell the universe. Like literally, I tell one person I'm dating for marriage, and the next person I dated was Dave. Like literally that quick. Literally within about a week, I started talking to Dave. So between that and the focus wheel, and because I was like, I'm doing something different. I want something different. And if you want something different, you got to do something different. So, co-create with the universe, tell it what you want. Come on, do you know the manifester you can be? Do you know? If you go to that place of love in your heart and you tell the universe what you want, it's going to bring it so quick your head's going to spin. Like really, the happier you get in that high vibration, the sooner you can bring it in. Like super duper quick. Alex, how are you doing? And Celia says, what was that? Did you ask a question about another person? See, I did. I was married for 19 years, and then I was divorced for 7 years and single and dating, and I was ready. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do the marriage thing again. I want that solid, committed, I'm a Taurus. I want that solid stability. Honestly. And she said, what do you want to know? She's like, what do you want to know? And you know what? We have people that are our twin flames, and sometimes you are meant to be with that person as a twin flame, and sometimes you're not. And you can sometimes decide, I'm done with this, whatever, and choose to go be with a soulmate. We have many soulmates in our life, and sometimes you can choose to not be with that person that's the twin flame. That twin flame is going to cause a lot of conflict, and you're going to have to do a lot of work and healing on a lot of things in your life, to where if you go be with a soulmate, it's going to be a much easier, like a twin flame is like two. Me and Dave share Celia as our higher selves. Like, we are 95%, 92% compatible. Like, we are 92% alike. Like, we both don't like tomatoes. There are so many things that we both don't like. Like, we are just like cut from the same cloth. And like, I also couldn't, like, we are just like so connected through Celia, like, which is because of our, I don't know. We brought Celia out easily through our connection. But like, there's a person that like you're supposed to like have a life path mission with, like, you have, like Dave and I have a North Node mission together, like, of spreading the light and the love. Like, I guess I'm going to do a North Node class and then we'll talk more about that. But like, you have a mission, like you individually have, and with the twin flame, it's like you have masculine and feminine energy within you that you have to balance. So it's about balancing your own personal masculine and feminine, and then balancing that with another person. Because honestly, coming in, I carry a lot of masculine energy, and coming in, Dave carries a lot of he has more feminine traits. And you know what? So he's trying to figure out how to be his masculine energy, and I'm working on my feminine energy. So, and it seems that's a pretty common thing, but you have to find that balance. Because for, when the 7 years when I was single, you know what I was doing? I was working on supporting myself and taking care of Megan and providing all the things that we needed. So those are a lot of masculine traits. So I stepped very heavily into that masculine energy, to where with Dave, things are not that way for me. So I don't have to be in that masculine energy. So some people say a split soul. Some people say two souls cut basically from the same cloth, like from the same, like we share Celia, is my best explanation is he's the other half of me. We're both complete, but together we make something completely different, with our energy. So Alex, we are getting cards for you about the Pisces. And sometimes, we are meant to have other relationships. Like, I was meant to date along the way to figure out what I didn't want. Like, I got a lot of discernment and lessons and things out of all of that. Well, you get the Solitude card, and you get the Distant Thunder. And you get the Overcoming Obstacles card. We're going to get some tarot, because I feel like with this, like, are you doing this? Are you interested in giving the Pisces a chance so you're not being alone? Because, Alex, this is the best time to become your own best friend. Like, she's like, this is the time when you get to know you. Like, that's what Dave was talking about today when I was playing the bowls for him. Like, It was like this, that the solar plexus, like about knowing who he is. And like, so you're saying this is a great time for you to really know who you are. Like for now, like really work on that, like loving yourself, like showing yourself what you deserve. Like, yes, like so much, like this time is like such a blessing for you to like overcome the obstacles and to realize the value that is you. Yes, the value that is you. Okay, we're gonna get a couple tarot. We get the we get the Judgment card there, and we get the Seven of Pentacles, and then we get the Lovers card. So we feel like this is just saying that, and the Strength card on the bottom of the deck, that as you go through this period, it is about your growth. It is about your spiritual growth towards you managing and really having the balance of your energy here. Because she said, flip it around, because that is, that balance of that masculine, feminine energy. And that is, those people are holding hands and those people are together. Like, but she's like, this is, this is just a time of your growth. Like, you're just it's growing. Yeah. Yeah. You're just having a time of growth. Like taming that beast. And that Four Wands, sometimes we're getting that gift and we don't see what it is, but it really is just part of your spiritual path that's going to take you to that next level very soon. Very divinely guided. She's like, of the cards on the table, 4 of the 7 are, majors. And Alex, you are a messenger. Do you realize that? Because we get the Page of Cups and we get the 8 of Wands. Do you know the messenger that you are? Yes. Do you know the messenger that you were meant to be? Yes. She's like, do you know the messenger you're meant to be? If you don't know, we're going to tell you. Yes, be the messenger. Step into it. Like, step into it. Know that. Do the work of it. Do some, yeah, do some meditating. Really get clear with your higher self. Really hear that higher voice in there, And with that, you have to have that time alone to really work and nurture this relationship that it's time for you to really develop. It's like asking you, nurture the relationship. Gain that inner clarity that is trying to, be evoked through you. Like, go be the messenger. Alex, we hope that answered your question. And you're attracted here because you know what? We definitely are one to activate a messenger. Have you ever noticed how many other tarot readers are on my channel? And when they come, we activate them because that's my intention, to activate others as they need to be, through my energy. And you do, just by when you come in the room, Alex, do you not feel your energy accepted by the room? She's like, by the room, by the chat. Do you as soon as you come in, they want to shower you with the love? John, who are you recommended by? Now we're curious. But yeah, Alex, like, you shine that light just by being around. So just know that wherever you go, you should be, drop it. Have that energy. I say it all the time. I ground my energy into Gaia. I drop my energy signature here and just leave a little, like, a little blip of my thing. I don't know who that is. Yeah. Oh, maybe she's on my channel under a different name. I don't know. You are very welcome, Alex. And she's like, we shine your light. And we send you lots of love, Alex. And thank you for joining us. John, so he says we'll trade you messages. You got a message for us? You got a message for us? She says we got one for you. Do you have a question specifically? Yes, absolutely. So we'll just see whatever my guide wants to bring out. Hold on a second, John. Hey, Alex, what's this about Florida? Celia's like, Alex, Florida. So what about Florida? So sometimes if she's not done, she won't let me go. So Alex, are you going to Florida? What's in Florida? I'm going to Florida. When are you going to Florida? Yeah, something about you in Florida, Alex. I don't know. So I don't know. So yeah. So we got yeah, she said something about you in Florida. Yeah, she's like Alex in Florida. So where in Florida do you have family? Yeah, so he says where in Florida. And John, for you, we get the cards of staying focused, which is hold the course, and fellow travelers, support is all around you. And then you get the card of wise leader. So those are all really good cards. And the bottom of the deck is valiant courage. Take action with passion. Oh, Dave and I are going, when we go, we're going to Orlando, and my daughter is going to be by Daytona Beach. So, yeah, so we are actually going, that's where we're going, to that area. So John, I'm guessing you are working on your spiritual path. We feel like you're going to go, we feel like you're getting ready to go like next level. So just with the valiant courage, like this is like it reminds me of like the Six of Wands. We feel like you're going through a huge transformation that's going to, John, are you learning a new gift? That's like something like new, we feel like you have been, you're definitely, oh, you're a messenger, clearly. That would be fun, Alex. We would like that. John, then you get the Temperance card and the Ace of Wands. So for me, this temperance always feels like, being that messenger, but also, being very balanced and grounded. But we feel like you're getting a brand new opportunity coming in really quickly. We feel like you may be getting a new gift. So I don't know. I don't know if John's still here. So John, it does seem like you may be opening up a new gift psychically. I don't know if you have all your clairs open, but you may be opening something new or to a new level. Celia said that would be quite the energy signature, Alex. She would enjoy that. So I think we're going the second week of April. So we're going to take a drink, and anybody that's left, please. Oh, Kathy, can we get you? If not, we're going out there several times this year, Alex. So, Kathy, we are going to grab some cards for you, please. Celia says. Oh, wow. I didn't realize it's been on so long. Guess time flies, she says. The card is Journey by Moonlight and Joy and Delight. So, that looks pretty good, Kathy. And as she says, there is the Two of Cups right there. Florida. Kathy, you get the Knight of Cups with the Ten of Wands with the Journey by Moonlight. We feel like maybe it's been a lot of confusion and a lot of things up in the air, but we feel like things are getting ready to change with some new energy coming in. I had never been to Florida till about 3 years ago when me and Megan and her boyfriend and Macy all went when Macy was like 8 months old. Was the first time, and really just, and I've been now about 6 times. Every chance I get, but now Megan moved there, so that just opened the opportunity up for many more opportunities to go visit. So, hi, Shay. How are you? Can you post your question, please? Eventually, yes. They are staying in a few different places till they figure out exactly where they want to get a place. And then when they get settled, yes, we're probably going to get something there and maybe travel back and forth between the two. But yeah, I have a calendar where I'm counting my days down till I go to see my granddaughter, because she's, and my daughter just told me today, she's like, you can have her for the whole week. I'm like, well, I want to see you too. I don't just want to see her. I want to see both of you. But we'll take her for the week. Absolutely. Shay, I'm dating a guy. He is Cancer, older guy. What do you see coming for me? Okay. That's my thing. I really, really love the beach. I love walk up here. We go up to, we're like a couple hours from Lake Michigan. So we go up and walk on the beach there. So we like the beach. So Shay, you get the card of great adventure. Take a risk, move forward, and impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. We're going to get a couple tarot for you. Yeah, I feel like there's no place I would rather charge my energy than on like the beach. I love the hot tub, but yeah. The only place second to that for me is the beach. I think truly. Or up on a mountaintop in Sedona. And you get the card of the Two of Pentacles, and the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. So we feel like you're just going to have to put the work in. We feel like as you do, we feel like maybe it's a little bit of a juggling act, but it's going to work out. You have to just take a risk. And maybe do something a little out of the box, Celia, saying something maybe something that's really going to help you get rid of this burden by, like, the Knight of Pentacles is like putting in the steps to do the work. And I feel like that Two or that Five of Wands is about you guys kind of doing the work together. Is there something you guys can do together to help increase your stability? Because I feel like maybe is there a little conflict going on right now with it? Just know stability is coming with that. You can release that burden, and the quicker you release the burden, the quicker everything is going to move forward, because it's just part of your path. Shay, this is all part of the spiritual mission. If not, welcome to the ascending age. It's definitely all part of the spiritual path. And, sometimes things aren't working, so we can figure out the best way we can manifest. And honestly, the best way you can manifest is high vibration. It does seem like he's working, but kind of like juggling. You know what, Shay? Where is your Chiron and where is your North Node? Sometimes when things are happening like that, you want to know the best thing to do? Pull your energy back. It's funny. Dave got a haircut recently, and Macy wanted him to start parting his hair on the other side, and he did that, and nobody noticed. But you know what? He did this thing to cut the energetic ties with somebody, and the next day that person texted him. And I joked with him. I said, look, nobody noticed your haircut, but somebody sure noticed the minute you pulled your energy away. And that is true. So pull your energy back. Look at where your Chiron is. Our class is March 20th, and always look at your North Node. It's always great to know where your spiritual mission is heading you. So, with that, I'm going to take a drink. And the princess, Celia, says, how are you? But literally, you pull your energy back and somebody will notice. And you know what? Shay, we have to say something. People treat us the way we treat ourselves. So if you want him to treat you better, you treat you better. So he says, treat you better. She's like, treat you better. Like, you have to know your worth. Like, she's like, your self-love, like, pull your energy back. Do you know how valuable your energy is? Like, take your energy away and like put it in something, even for a solid hour. Do reading, like do some research. Look where your Chiron is. Look where your North Node is. Look at your astrology chart. Pull your energy into something else and see if it's not immediately noticed. Because people can feel when you're thinking of them, and then they're getting like a little hit of your energy every time that you think of them. They get a little bit of blip of your energy. And you know what? Eventually you run out of that energy if you're not getting anything back. And you know what? You shouldn't be having to ask about a date. You should be being the queen and he should be doing it. And if he's not, you don't need to give your energy there. Don't give your energy anywhere it's not reciprocal. Like, know your value. Yeah, she's like, so know your value. Do you have a question, young lady? She says, she's like, young lady, do you have a question? And if you're not sure of the princess, that is directed at you. Young lady, do you have a question? We feel like we started out this reading doing the elements, and every single one of them was so positive. Like, we loved it. And you get the card Embracing Enthusiasm. So apparently that's the only one she's giving you on those. Know that the magic is all around. And we feel like she's like, we're going to post those individually, and then you get the faraway places. So we feel like he's definitely thinking about you. Thinking about you. And the next card under that is the transformation card. So we feel like he's thinking about being with you. And you're thinking about being with him. So fill in your little heart space and feel how it feels when you're with him. And if you would like to see him, say, I would really, really like to see him tonight. And put it out there and see what happens. What's the worst that's going to happen? He may call you. Oh my gosh. Do you have resistance to it? She said you would like to see him, so just say it. Say it. Say you want to see him. Yeah. Yeah. She says, say you want to see him. Because you get the Temperance card, the Strength card, and you get this 5 of Cups. But on this one, he's just thinking about these 2 cups. He's not really, in this 5 of Cups card, it's just showing those 2 cups. It's not showing this. She's like, show you that. Like, and he's going to be standing in his power. It's just, he's going through it. She's like, he's going through it. She's like, look, he's going through it. Yeah. She's like, but like, that's forward movement. She's like, all you have to do is ask for it. Yeah. She's like, yes, he's like going through it. That's like Dark Night of the Soul. So yeah, like, but she's like, if you want that, just say what you want. Co-create with the universe, because there's here, she told me to pull those, which is the Emperor, the 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. Are you ready for that? And then under that is the High Priestess, because you know what? You can manifest it all because you have the power. She's like, you have the power. Just do it. Say what you want. Don't be confused. Say what you want. You know what? Even stranger. have you texted him and be like, hey, thinking about you. Even energetically, but she said put it out there to the universe and it can just like happen. But like she's like, those are pretty good cards right there. The Emperor and the four of Wands. She's like, Temperance. She said the card under that, by the way, was the Hierophant. So thank you. Dave got it for me for our first anniversary. And anytime I'm really feeling the love, I definitely put it on. And so you was like, put the love shirt on. We're talking about love today. So it's been all about love pretty much for most of the day. So yeah, I got my earrings. And they're the malachite and they're hematite, both the necklace and so a very protective energy around me. Which I need because sometimes you get energy projected at you. No matter what you do, just got to be the light. And I think I have been on for a little while, so I am going to take a little break and go have some dinner with Dave, and then I'm going to be back later because Celia wants to do some more, but we're gonna take a break. We got to go make sure Dave's good. Got to take care of him. So then we'll be back later. So but seems like everybody has good love reading. So we'll be back later. Bye.